You're listening to the #1 podcast for nonprofit leaders, getting your nonprofit fully funded. This is the Fundraising Masterminds Podcast.
Now, for some ministries, we have times where our match is met even in the first week of December, and we have to circle back to people. We have to scramble. How can we reach your goal? We've got a match.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode here at Fundraising Masterminds. We are coming into the final weeks of December.
Wow.
And we're finishing up our year-end fundraising series.
Yeah.
We started way back in September.
Seems like forever, but
I know.
yeah,
we're coming into the final stretch.
Yeah.
And this episode is called Last Minute Giving Strategies for Year-End. So this is like the final 2 weeks of the year.
This really is an important time of the year.
And so we're going to be talking about just what you should be doing towards the end of the year. So by now you should have your Giving Tuesday campaign is done. You've got your letters out. You've been making some phone calls, and we're finally coming into the home stretch.
Right.
So we on this episode, we want to talk about just the importance of not giving up on the last 2 weeks. So often, mid-December, things start to get busy. Our kids are doing all these Christmas things, and we've got a lot of Christmas parties, and we've got family to get ready for. We got gifts to buy. It's so easy just to have the tendency to wash your hands and just say, I did my thing, I'm done, I'm moving on. Yep. But we really shouldn't be moving on.
No, this is not the time to give up. And there's actually some important statistics, Jason, that I think are important.
Okay.
The first one is, on average, nonprofits raise 25% of their annual budget in the month of December. I kind of grasp that, Jason. 1 month, 25% of the annual budget, and 10% of their annual budget in the last 3 days of the month.
Wow.
So tell me if December or the last week is important or not. I don't think...
it's important.
It is. Yeah, all the evidence points to it being important. This is not the time of the year to coast, and we want to make sure that we close with a goal and that we make sure that we identify those individuals who haven't given yet.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about some last-minute giving strategies that you can implement starting right now.
Right.
These are just quick little things, but Jim, give us kind of a quick checklist of what we should be doing.
The last week of the year, Jason, it really is so important. I mean, we talk about determining the follow-up, how to follow up. So you need to make sure you have a strategy. As we're starting to wrap up on the last week of the year, at this point in time, it's too late to do direct mail letters.
Yep.
This is somewhat like we talked about during Giving Tuesday.
Yep.
We want to be focusing on emails, texts, and also e-blasts. So this is so important. Now, this week, we want to target people who normally have given in the past but haven't given yet. So that really does narrow down your search. Then we also want to focus in on list segmentation. And once again, what is list segmentation? It's taking your list and chopping it up in segments based on certain criteria.
Right.
So you want to, especially if it's your 20%, your critical few who bring in 80% of your dollars, and those people, those individual people have not given yet. You want to make sure, definitely a phone call, and potentially if there's time, some people do work between Christmas and New Year's. You want to get to those people in either a phone call or a visit. And then the rest of your list, you want to email those individuals. So that's important. When we get to the rest, it's important to know we don't need to drill down to say who hasn't given to the rest of the list. But within the critical few, it's important that we do that. Yeah. Next, we want to do a final push of giving. And that means a final email blast.
When you say final email blast, I'm assuming you mean like a series of emails.
Oh, yeah.
Not just one email.
This is not the one final and it ends it.
Right.
This is very much like your Giving Tuesday in the sense that there will be a series. Now, this year, Christmas Eve is on Tuesday. Christmas Day is on Wednesday. So you're going to start to get some people who are going to start to go back to work on Thursday and Friday. So that's not wrong to go ahead and start to reach out to those people. And certainly now you'll have some people that are, they're taking the 21st through the 1st off, or 2nd really. But there are a lot of people that go back, they'll at least put in Thursday and Friday. So you probably want to look at an email on Thursday and Friday, maybe even an e-blast on Saturday, and then come back on New Year's Eve, because that's going to be an important time for you. And so you're going to start early in the morning, just like we talked on Giving Tuesday, just reminding people that we've got last minute opportunity. You could even decide to circle back if you've got any money left and do what you did on Giving Tuesday, and as an added incentive, use a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 match like you did on Giving Tuesday. But at a minimum, you want to emphasize the amount of money that you still need to reach your goal, and how can we get there? Well, we've got a match, and X amount of dollars is match. Now, for some ministries, and Crew is one of those, we have times where our match is met even in the first week of December, and we have to circle back to people. We have to scramble and start to get our next wave of matching gifts. Now, what we do is sometimes we kind of prepare for that next wave, and we tell people, if we do run out, we're going to come to you, and I want you to have already decided by that time. So we generally have 2 waves. So if we're running out somewhere around the 13th to 15th, we're going to, on the 15th, we're going to reload and say, unfortunately, our money went out, but I've got some great news. Handful of individuals have added an extra $20,000 or $50,000 into the pot, and we're going to use that to take that money home.
Wow.
Yeah, so you need to make sure when you're doing your final email pitch, you want to make sure that you're using impactful language. One of the things, of course, we emphasized early on in our cause concept and also in our letters was the outcome of that. This is the time when you really want to emphasize strongly, if we are a rescue mission and it costs $25 a meal to serve people on New Year's Day, your gift of $25 will serve one. Your gift of $75 will serve 3 meals. Yeah. Your gift of $750 will serve 30 meals. Right. So it's so important that you're doing that. And lastly, we want to prepare for last minute gifts and questions. Now, it is so important that you are preparing and are ready. Now, I get it that you are probably exhausted from the year. You would love to be one of those people that take the whole week off. Yeah. You have individuals that in their minds, they're focused in on making some last minute gifts. Number one, you want to be prepared to thank those people for last minute gifts and even have a conversation, because I've had some individuals who've given a gift. I've called them on the 30th and they said, wow, that's really nice of you to call me on this. Hey, how you doing on your goal? Well, we're still about 30,000 off. Well, I gave you 20,000. How about if I give you an extra 10? Would that make a difference? Absolutely, it would. So you've got to be prepared for that. Yep. And of course, I've, mentioned this story a million times, but I can still remember in the mid-2000s, I was in Indianapolis at a Crew winter conference, and I had an individual a few days before midnight call me with frustration and say, I am so glad somebody picked up. I've been trying to give a major stock gift, and you were the only one to pick up on that. Right. You're going to get my gift. And I was so glad that I picked up somewhere around 10 minutes before midnight, which was amazing.
You just want to be on call. You want to be available. You want to be ready to answer questions and take information. Have someone ready to pick up the phone or checking your email or anything like that.
Right. And it doesn't have to be you as the executive director. It could be the development director. It could be an administrative assistant. People could take shifts. Somebody work on the 26th, somebody work on the 27th, somebody work on the 28th, 29th, 30th. So
when we're saying work, we don't mean go into the office and
you're
sit there.
On call is really what it is. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So you've got your phone forwarded to your cell phone, and you could be out there shoveling snow and the phone rings and you pick it up, you walk into into your garage, pick it up, and that could be a $100,000 gift. Yes.
Right. Well, Jim, I've got a good handle on what to do last minute.
Good.
Thank you for those last minute tips.
Well, they've been very valuable to me, and I've seen a lot of great results.
Yeah, well, this concludes our 8th episode on year-end fundraising strategies.
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep.
And for those of you who are just tuning in and just maybe watching this last episode, we did do 8 parts. We started back in September.
Yeah, a lot of good key points.
But we're also hoping that this stays on YouTube or on the internet for quite a while. So there might be some of you that are discovering this, for the first several
time
years
in
down the road.
2025.
Yeah. Several years down the road, we might be discovering this.
Yeah.
And so we do hope that this becomes kind of a resource that you can go back to year after year. And so we did create a year-end campaign PDF summary of the whole series. So, if you don't want to take the time to re-listen to all the episodes, but you'd like to have kind of a printable checklist of what were the things that we said we were going to do, go ahead and scan the QR code on your screen. That is going to take you to a place where you can download this great PDF summary. We'd summarize basically all 8 episodes in one place, more as a checklist format, and just little summary statements of what to do, so that you know what to do next year, and the year after, and the year after. You can just keep coming back to that. So we hope that helps a lot. As we're getting close to the year end and going into January, a lot of people make some New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
And I think one of a really good New Year's resolution for our audience would be to resolve to start training your board members, resolve to get more best practices of development. And one of the things that I think would really, really help you as an organization is to resolve to take the Major Donor Mastery course.
So
because
important.
I mean, just implementing 10%, even just 10% of what you learn in this course, you will probably get a significant gift as a result. And really, the course is focused on principles. So we're teaching you the core principles. This is really all the secrets you've learned. 40 years of development.
This is not just theory. These are do this, do this.
How many $1 million checks has been written that you've handled personally?
Oh, definitely in the high tens for sure. Yeah, like 40, 50, 60, 70,000. Yeah, 70 of those checks coming through. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So you know a thing or two about, talking to major donors. That's not, no one writes you $1 million check through an email.
That's no one writes or without knowing you.
So, so this Major Donor Mastery course is really the key to understanding how to find major donors, how to build relationships with major donors, how to meet with major donors, how to present, how to do the appeal, how to follow up, how to do reporting, all the stuff we talk about in this course.
And we're going to reveal some secrets that I haven't revealed to others before.
We'll probably never talk about those secrets on this podcast because there's some things that we just need to save for our courses.
For our special people.
So this year, starting December 25th on Christmas, all the way through to the end of the year, December 31st, we are going to be offering a 25% off sale for Major Donor Mastery.
Wow.
This is our gift to you. It's a pretty substantial discount. And if you're ever thinking about, wanting to get educated, wanting to learn the secrets, wanting to take your giving to the next level, this would be a perfect investment for you at this time. And we're hoping that you can take this content, you can start listening to it, start getting going during the Christmas season. And really by January 1st, you can resolve to go through improving your major donor effort for 2025.
I love that idea of resolutions. We should maybe consider that. Resolutions for 2025 might be a great topic for us.
I think we might have a topic idea coming out soon. Well, it's been a great episode, Jim, and I hope that you have a great Christmas coming up in a few weeks.
It has been a great year for Fundraising Mastermind. We've seen God work miraculously, literally. Hundreds and hundreds of people have taken the class, and we've seen millions and millions raised.
Over $10 million.
Over $10 million raised through our classes for those nonprofit organizations. And it's not just about helping them meet their budget. It's about changing lives. It's about purchasing a sonogram machine, a sonographer. It's about feeding homeless people. It's about getting women out of the cycle of human trafficking. It's about breaking kids out of the bondage of poverty in Zambia. Wow, I love it.
Yeah. If you ever think that Jim and I are about making lots of money, it's not true.
No, unfortunately,
we are here to make an impact and to build the kingdom.
Yeah.
Well, we've really had a great year just for the Perfect Vision Dinner.
Yeah.
Combined 2 classes. Can you believe that we've raised over $7 million for the kingdom?
Incredible.
Yeah. And just think of all the lives that are going to be impacted through that.
Yeah.
We now have a Perfect Vision Dinner award for organizations that raise 100,000 or more. And I can't tell you how many awards we've given out this year. Over 30 for sure. So it's been really, really good.
Yep.
So you can get on our website, fundraisingmasterminds.net. You can apply for the Perfect Vision Dinner anytime. And we review those applications as we get closer. But it's a good time to take advantage of it because we want to help you get to the next level.
Absolutely.
Well, Jim, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Jason.
Yeah, it's been a great year.
It has.
Thanks for doing these podcast episodes and sharing all your wisdom with us.
God bless this ministry, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy New Year. Hope to see you first thing in January.
Take care.